Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Put to Practice Cooking. Today we are going to be making a blood orange olive oil cake. It's another one from the Europe Table Culinary Club that I have. If you're local where I'm at, you can grab it. It's only going to be, I got a minute, it's kind of a little pricey, about like 80-90 bucks with taxes and everything, but I think it's pretty good. This is actually kind of interesting because all the other ones I've done with this, it's they're all food, so it's kind of a nice change of pace for it to be a dessert. Never really messed with blood oranges before, and I will say, definitely with going inside, you can see it's like that's supposed to be orange juice, you know. I mean, like such a weird fruit, you know. So what we'll do now is, I guess we're gonna get it set up. It seems pretty easy. I mean, essentially just pour it together and mix, and then we just combine it with the already sifted flour, baking soda, and salt. So, I mean, from the looks of it, it looks kind of like a sponge cake of some kind. So. Should be fun. So see you in a second. All right, so to get started, what we're going to be doing is it's just a whisk together in the mixing bowl, but I'm just going to got my mixer, so I'm just going to put that by itself. So what we're going to do is put in the cup of blood orange juice. Okay. Then here it says 2 blood oranges worth of zest. I actually forgot it said that, so I have about 2 tablespoons. Usually 1 orange is equal to that much, so we'll just do that. Probably should be better if I put it up first. Okay. And now we put in our sugar. And then we have our eggs that we're going to be putting in one at a time as it's slowly whisking. We're having, as I said, slowly, so we're going to put it on the lowest setting. So now what we do is we put in our orange extract in as well, slowly. And now our blood orange olive oil. I will say it's definitely got it infused. I will find a recipe for it. One online, and I'll post it below if you can get it. Also, you have to make sure you have your oven set to 350 to pre-bake. Totally forgot about that. And then, all right, so got that all mixed up. I'll admit, it looks kind of gross. I will. wait, hold on a second. Yeah, I will admit, it looks really gross. Oh, wow, did the whole thing without it locked. Okay. I mean, look at that. Looks kind of like a murky water you wouldn't want to drink, but it smells delicious though. So what we're gonna do is, since I forgot to do the preheat, we're gonna wait a second. Once we do that, then we're gonna put the dry ingredients in here and then fold it around in there. But as I said, for the time being, I gotta wait for that to go. And also make sure that we're gonna be using a Springfoam pan. So like this kind. So then what you're gonna do is make a parchment on the bottom, and then also you gotta make sure to put, you're gonna grease it. So for me, I'm using this flour one. So otherwise, you can just use butter. So I'll be back once oven's all done. We'll put it all together. All right. So actually, I decided to line it with a parchment paper. So as you can see, I basically just got a circle, cut it out roughly, and then use that spray I was going to use and use it as sort of a glue. So we're going to do that. So we'll pour that all in afterwards. So here is our sifted salt, baking powder, and flour. So instructions say to pour it in and mix it thoroughly, but we got to be careful not to overmix. All right, so we're back again. So I'm going to let this mix in real quick. Since I'll see my hand one's not going to do it well. Okay, so all the white is pretty much now mixed in. So once again, we'll pour in some more and we'll just rinse and repeat. Hey, I'm back. So since we're doing batter, I thought best to swap it to the actual paddle rather than the whisk, since it specifically. Oh God, what the hell's going on? There you go. Since it says mix rather than whisk, the only reason that's the way I had the other one. So. Now, we're going to pour this in here. Nice and smooth, so that's good. So now we're going to put it in the oven, and then it will take about 30 to 35 minutes until toothpick is inserted and comes out clean. And then I'll get to that point. Before that, I'm going to transfer over to making the glaze we're going to be doing real quick, and once it's all cool, we'll pour it on top. So see you in a sec. All right, we are back. So we've made glaze a couple times on this channel, so it's not going to be too bad. So this is going to be about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Then this is going to be a 2 to 3 tablespoons of blood orange juice. And it came with the container. It says like it's glazing powder, but essentially it's just fancy powdered sugar. Maybe it's just more fine than the usual stuff you can buy, so just replace it with powdered sugar. Yeah. See, I mean, it looks almost the same as powdered sugar, so pour that right in there. And then just get a whisk and do it together. Okay, well the problem is with this is that if you put too much, it's going to become too sweet. So let me see if it's already at that stage. That stage, I kind of just might have to cut our losses. Oh God, yeah, no more. Oh, nothing bad about it. It just like hits you in your face sweetness. So I don't think we need any more. We will just have to be when we pour it on the cake. I'll make sure to put it on something so we can. Definitely gonna wake you up. We'll make sure to put it on something so that it doesn't leak over it too much, and we'll let it sit for a bit. So essentially, that is gonna be it. I might just whisk it beforehand, and then I will get back to you once we get to the once we get it out of the oven. So I will be back then. All right. So here's our cake after it's been cooled on the wire rack for a little while. So now what we're going to be doing real quick is doing our glaze and our decoration. So yeah, more of that came off at the edges. To be honest, I might have to even clean this thing off. Crap. Okay. Well, that's kind of bad. All right. So now I got these dried blood oranges. So I'm going to put these right in there at kind of equal distant areas. Okay, I think that should be okay. I mean, it looks somewhat like the picture. I guess I added some extra powdered sugar on it, but I think it should be okay. All right, so let me cut a slice and we can see how good or bad this is. All right, we are back. So off camera real quick, I emptied out the juices right back on top of it. This is very kind of similar to, from the looks of it, looks very similar to my Jello poke cake I made. So I would probably recommend, especially since how liquidy the glaze is, you don't want to put too much. I would suggest before you put it on the cake, actually poke holes in in there and do it, but all right, let's see how it is. Very interesting with this being an olive oil cake. Oh my god. Hang on. Sorry, get a little bit more with the glaze on it. It's a very nice orange cake. I mean, very simple, but yeah, that blood orange cake is just immediately hits you in the face with orange, but not like aggressively, I guess. But very good. Definitely would have been better if, yeah. So I highly suggest poke holes in it with a fork. I'll link down below how you do it with my Jello poke cake I made. To follow that, but I think it's really good. And then I guess a lot of flavor on that too. So, oh, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and hope yours turn out as good as mine. Thank you.